Hello and welcome back to It's What I Do. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do a vlog style sort of video today. I want to go through my journey on YouTube so far. It's been 4 months and we'll go through and see how we're doing, and I'll go through some ideas that I'd like YouTube to actually listen to, because they could make it so much easier for people like myself. So anyhow, on with the video. So as I say, it's been 4 months since I started the YouTube channel, and we've had some growth. I can't say as I'm doing too badly, but YouTube could make it better. We'll go into that a little bit later. So first up, we'll go through and I'll show you the back end, what they call the analytics on my channel. I'll show you some of the more successful videos, which is surprising, and some of the ones that are obviously not so successful. So we'll go through those on the screen. Okay, so this is my YouTube main screen, and if we go up here onto there and we go into the YouTube studio, which is like the back end of YouTube, and this is my latest video. As you can see, it's not doing very well. If we go into content and we scroll down to the bottom here, change this rows to 50, and then you've got all of the videos that I've released. And if we click on this one, views, this will order them into the biggest number of views and subsequently lower. And as you can see, the biggest number of views was actually a YouTube short. This was one of the only ones that actually hit the shelf. We then got the Windows Network Drive, which seems to be the most popular video. Another short there, which is just the sound of my motorbike. And this is the fastest growing video. It's only been out 19th of May to now, so what, 9 days, and that's got 415 views, so that's quite good. And then we can see the Brave 7 unboxing, and the heater controlled one, that was quite a popular one as well, 213 views. As we can see, as we go down they get less. That's currently how we're doing. Up here we've got the little tool that we get from vidIQ that shows our current state of play, so you can see I've got 36 subscribers now. There was one view of a short, that's the short symbol, in the last 48 hours. Last 48 hours I've had 263 views, and the last 60 minutes 6 views, and I've got a total of 91 hours viewed in this current year. So that's the back end of YouTube. If we go into the analytics, let's have a look at the analytics on this one. You can see if you've got a video that's currently being viewed, so within the last 48 hours or so it's being viewed, you get this come up, and it gives you a quick snapshot of where the views are coming from. So you can see, like, the browse feature, 72% has come from that, 20% from search, and only 3% for suggested videos. If we go into reach on there, we can see same information again down here. But this is since published, but we get this one here. This is the number of times that YouTube have actually shown your video to somebody. That's the number of times someone's clicked on it to have a look, and that's the hours that I've got. And from people looking at it. So this is the analytics, and we can dig in further if we go onto the advanced mode. We've got all sorts of different views here that we can look at. We can even view it by what sort of device. So quite a lot of people are viewing my channel via their mobile, which is interesting. So if we close that, let's go back and have a look at another video. This one, the maps drives issue. We're going to the analytics of that, and you can see people are still watching that, and that's been out nearly 2 months now. So that's doing quite well, and I gained 4 subscribers from that one. Okay, so that's a quick view of the back end of YouTube, and we'll go back to the car and you can listen to me waffle on a bit more. Right, in case you're wondering where I'm driving at the moment, I'm just off to get some supplies for my birds, and I want to get some stuff so that I can sort out these plants of the pond. So that's where I'm going at the moment. So yeah, as you've seen some of the successful videos on there, the Windows network drive is quite a surprising one. That's been on there a couple of months now, and it's got the most views out of any of my videos apart from the shorts. And the shorts for me, they're not really worth me putting a lot of effort in. I know Nate on Channel Makers says that it's all down to the algorithm and all the rest of it, but I just don't see that, and I don't see it the way he says they do it. Because if it worked the way he said, which is YouTube tests the video on the shorts channel, on the shorts shelf, and that's why you see spikes on it. Well, I'm sorry, but most of my shorts have never been on the shorts channel, the shorts shelf I should say. So they've certainly never tested any of them. I've got 2 that went on the short shelf for a very short period of time and got quite a few views, but not many. So no, I don't see it working that way. So for shorts, for me, it seems like it's down to YouTube whether they put them on the short shelf. Down to YouTube whether you get any money from this fund that they've put in place for it. So it's all down to YouTube, and if they like you, they'll shove it on there. If they don't, they won't. So for me, it's probably not worth the effort to put in to make them. And yes, they are shorts, but they still take effort. They still take time to do. Still take time to edit. So for me, unless it's something really simple, I think I'll be sticking to the long format videos. So, what could YouTube do better? Well, I've posted this on several of the growth channels, and I've also posted it directly back on the YouTube creators videos. And what I would like them to do, and what I'd like to see them do to help smaller channels like myself that are not in a position to do what they call niche down, where you select one topic, if you like, and really narrow down on that topic. I mean, my channel's DIY, but I have to record what I'm doing at the time. I can't afford to make dedicated videos. I can't afford at the moment to buy things to make dedicated videos. So I have to film what I'm doing and what I would be doing whether I was making a video or not. So I have to do it that way, and just hope that people enjoy what I'm filming. It's not ideal, it's not the way I'd like to do it, but if you've got no money, you've got no choice. So it's not a hard luck story, it is what it is, and I'm enjoying making the videos. I enjoy the whole process. I enjoy making the videos, I enjoy editing the videos. So it's not that big a deal at the moment. Yes, I'd like to get it so that I get monetized, as they call it, so that I can then start niching down, as the saying goes, and I can start making stuff that's more popular. But until then, it's just going to be a case of filming whatever I can film when I can film it. So what I would like to see YouTube do, getting back to the topic instead of waffling, what I'd like to see YouTube do is, on the channels you'll see there are playlists. Now YouTube put quite a big importance on playlists, so do vidIQ, and a lot of the other channel growth channels, they all put importance on playlists. Well, how about YouTube turning playlists into sub-channels, so that someone who's subscribed to your channel can subscribe to a playlist instead of just the main channel, and they get notified of videos that you add to the playlists, so they get the content they want to see. The creator still gets the subscriber and the view count to help them on their way to their monetization, and everybody wins. And it would be so easy for YouTube to do it. You could limit the number of playlists to, say, 10, so each channel on YouTube could have 10 sub-channels, and you could add like a letter. I mean, each channel has a unique ID, and all they've really got to do is add a letter to the end of that ID to identify a playlist. So, for an example, on my playlists, I've got like the car mechanics, car maintenance stuff, the pond stuff, and things like that. So for the car mechanics, they could put an A at the end. For the pond stuff, they could put a B. For the embroidery stuff, which I don't know if I'm going to be doing much more of because nobody seems very interested in, they could put a C. It would be so simple for them to do. So I doubt very much that YouTube will watch this video, but there is a way that we can actually make it so that they see some of it, or are more likely to see some of it, and that's for everybody to like it. Now, likes on a channel seem to be very important. If you get more likes on a channel, YouTube push the video out further. You get more what they call impressions, where they advertise your video, and the more that happens, the more chance you've got of people seeing the video. So if more people like this video, then there's a good chance that someone from YouTube might actually see it. Anyhow, that's my idea for YouTube, and to make it better for small channels like myself that can't niche down, as they say. It's an awkward junction to pull out on this one. There we go. So yeah, one of the other things that's mentioned on a lot of the growth channels, and YouTube give advice on it as well, is to do regular videos, and that is really hard. That is hard. I work as a bus driver, as you all know, and my shifts can be any 4 out of 7. So to do regular videos is really tough. And the hours I work, I mean, I can work up to 13 hours, 14 hours a shift. So I'm not likely to do too much videoing when I finish work. All I can do is when I've got rest days is to try and do a bit of video in then. And then of course the editing takes quite a long time to do. It's not as easy as just filming something and shoving it out. There's quite a lot of editing that has to be done, all the little odd bits, and try and reduce the number of ums I say in a video, because I do say that a lot, like that. So it's interesting. I mean, doing the YouTube stuff is worth it. It is enjoyable to do. But if you think you're going to instantly become a success and make money at it, that's just not going to happen. Hopefully, I mean, my plan is hopefully growing this channel over, I don't know, a year. If I can make it in a year, that would be fantastic. But I think realistically it's going to be more like 2 years, something like that, before I hit the requisite numbers. And those numbers, by the way, are 1,000 subscribers. I've got 35 at the moment, and 4,000 hours of watch time within 365 days. That's a rolling 365 days. So I've got a long way to go yet, but it is growing. I mean, the channel is growing. I'm getting subscribers. This past month has been pretty good. People seem to like the review videos, which are good. I'm pleased about that. I'm pleased people are enjoying them. But my problem with that is I can't afford to keep buying the equipment to do the reviews. I just can't do it. So it's a bit of a vicious circle. You need the monetization to be able to do the videos that people want. But you can't get the monetization until people have watched your channel and got your hours up and your subscriber count up and such like. So yeah, a bit of a vicious circle, but we'll get there. We will get there. It takes time. It does take time, and it takes a lot of effort to put in. A lot of effort being put in to make videos. So any creator on YouTube needs support. They do. I certainly do. And it's nice getting comments on videos as well. My comments very sparse, really. I don't get hundreds of comments on videos, but that is starting to increase, and it did increase with the review videos that I did on the Osmo Action and the Brave 7. So that was good. The other videos that I do, yeah, don't tend to get too many comments on. I get one or two, but that's about it, really. Oh, you're getting a bit close there, mate. The other thing that's very alien when you first start doing this YouTube stuff, it's very alien to try and talk to a camera when you're not actually talking one-to-one with a person. It's very, very alien just to ramble on, especially if you're not a big talker anyhow, which I'm not. I don't talk a hell of a lot. It's very difficult to get used to actually talking to someone and looking at a camera when you're talking, remembering to look at the lens and not look at the picture that's being shown back to you. It's interesting. It's all a learning curve. I watch a channel called Point Lifestyle or something like that it's called. I think I got the name right. And he's always saying every day's a school day, and he's right, it is. You're learning all the time. Stupid move. I One of the other things that you should consider when you're doing these videos is, do you use a script or not? I find if I use a script and I read from a script, I come across as very wooden, which is difficult anyhow, because it's an unnatural thing to sit there talking to a camera. So you have a tendency to be a little bit wooden when you're first starting out anyhow. But if I read a script, I'm really wooden, at least in my eyes. I mean, it might not come across that way on the camera, I don't know. I don't know how other people view it, but it seems that way to me. I prefer very much to do these sort of rambling videos where I speak as it comes into my head, I say it. Makes it harder on the editing side of it, because there's a lot more footage you have to cut out, but it comes across more natural, I think. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think that? Again, little prompt, leave me a comment. It's one of the things they give you a tip on, is ask questions. So yeah, let me know what you think. There's so many channels out there that do tips and growth channels and things like that, because so many people are desperate to actually grow and try and find the right way to grow. So what are the plans for the channel? Well, hopefully I've got enough money now to get together the bits I need for doing the service on the van, and the weather seems to be improving, so we might actually get that done. I've got a few projects in the garden that I want to do. I've got a mini greenhouse that I bought for the missus for Christmas that I've got to put together. Probably video that. I don't know. What would you like to see? What interests you? Yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm asking you questions. But yeah, I'm pretty open. If I can afford to do it, if you ask me to make a video, if I can afford to do it, I'll do it. If I can't, then it'll be on the list of videos to do. So yeah, onwards and upwards, as they say. I mean, I don't know, do you like these vlog style videos? Would you like to see more of them? They don't come naturally to me, so I will tend to waffle a little bit with them. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please give me a like and subscribe down below. Thanks. Bye for now.